Hello there, guys. My name is Miss Tiffany Hoggins, owner and CEO of Hoggins Real Estate. And I'll be teaching you guys how to be an HM agent and a DC agent. Let's get right into it. Okay, so first thing first, I'm going to third eye the garage keeper and select the vehicle of choice so that I can embark on my first assignment. Once I select the desired vehicle, then I will spawn inside the car and be on my merry way. Alright, so now that you have the car out the garage and you're pulling into the road, these are a few things I would like to make sure that all of our agents are aware of. And it is none other than safe driving. Now, I don't mind you going a little bit above the speed limit, as long as you can do it safely. We have the lives of our customers in the back seat of the vehicle that you are wielding. So be sure that you are careful, come to a safe slowdown before you take a turn. And if you can do your turn signals, which is on this vehicle that's shown on the screen, turn signals do work. But on our other limo, turn signals do not. And I'll have the key bind on the screen right here, showing you how to use your turn signals before you come to a turn. Traffic lights. I know, nobody want to be stopping at every traffic light. Not in game. Maybe for real life. But traffic lights are very important, especially when we have a lot of traffic on the road. Need I explain? If you see more than 3 or 4 cars on the road at a specific intersection, use the traffic light. If the light is red, you come to a complete stop until the light turns green, and then you can go. Very cut and dry. Again, I'm not too big on speed limit, but however, it is very important that you travel a safe speed limit. Let me explain. If we're on the highway, on our way somewhere, and we come to a highway to where everybody's going fast and everything like that, that speed limit is a pretty good stretch. You can go a pretty decent speed limit. Maybe from between 60, even 150 miles per hour. That is fine. But, however, whenever you are in city, in town, you are to reduce your speed limit to no more than 60 miles an hour. And one more thing, I want to make sure that all of our limousine drivers are aware of how to let your customers inside of the vehicle. Now, what you would do is you would go to the back of the vehicle where the customer will be sitting, third eye the door, and toggle rear door. Once the door opens, allow the customer to get inside, and then you third eye the door again. Same as you open it, it's the same way you close it. Close the rear door, and then you guys will be ready to be on your way. Whew. It has been a long trip, but you made it here safely. Great. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go inside of the MLO house, which is our first assignment. Take a look around. Look for all the exit and entrance doors. This is very important. So when you get ready to start making the house, you'll know where all the doors is. Alright, good. Now step on the outside. We're going to pull up our interface. Our system interface will have a list of all of the houses that were made by an agent, which is ourselves. And also you'll see up at the top right corner option to make the house. Now, before we jump right into making the house, I want to tell you guys about a few things. Now, the first thing that you do, make sure that you have the address and the name of the house, which is 1, 2, 3, and 5. Alright, now that you have the house number, the address, which will be posted at the bottom of your screen, as well as the nearest postal, you have all the information you need right in front of you. So we're going to pull up our housing script by pressing F6, and then we're going to click on New Create Home. And once you click on Create Home, take your time and fill out all of the information that it is asking you for. Very simple, cut and dry. Now, the name of the house. The name of the house is very important. We want to make sure that the name of the house is equivalent to the address of the house. If the physical building has a house number, use the house number, then the address. If it does not have a house number, use the nearest postal, which will also be posted at the bottom of the screen, and then you would type in your house address. Very cut and dry. Now, price. Price will always go according to whether you are selling or renting the property. Okay? So, when you're setting the price, if you're renting, don't put the price all the way up to $100,000. That is too much to rent out. Do no more than $500 as price. Because whenever we rent it out to them, we want to make sure that the rent is not too much to where they can't keep up with. Now, whenever you're selling the property, you could put it up to $100,000, maybe even $1 million, but it's according to the value of the property and also the quality of the property. Now, don't forget to choose MLO or shell. Once you choose MLO, which I will be, and then I'm going to choose for rent. And once we choose all of that, make sure everything is set up, we're going to go ahead and use Blip. Now, Blip is an identifier. Whenever you use the pause screen and look at the map, the identifier will show where your house is using a blip that you have chosen as the agent. And everybody that paused their screen will be able to see it. Now, how do you choose blips? This is the interface of the website that we use to get the actual name, which is the number of the blip, and also the number of the color. I will have linked in the description below the link to this website. Upon pulling up the website, you'll be greeted with a whole bunch of our blip options, and scroll down even further, you'll see all of your color options. So you're going to look through, look for a good blip that you can use, and then once you find that, write the number down, and then you'll scroll all the way down until you see the colors. Once you find the specific color that you're looking for, write down the color number as well. This part is very important because once you load back into the game, you will need to type in your blip number and your color number. And we'll see later that the blip will be in place exactly where the house is located. Get it? Got it? Good. So I'm going to walk you through it, through me doing it myself. I'll press the Windows button, switch over to Google Chrome. Once you switch to Google Chrome, the website will already be pulled up. All you do is scroll with your scroll wheel, scroll down until you can find the house, one of the house blips, but one that best describes the house that we are making. I usually use the empty house blip for our shells, and I use a more texturized house for our MLOs, meaning it has an interior already. Got it? Now I'm going to use the one that comes with the dollar sign, meaning it is for rent. I know it's a lot of information, but trust me, once you get a hang of it, it's very easy, cut, and dry. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask your trainer, instructor, or a manager. Now, all that being said, you can also set it to where there is no blip. You don't have to use a blip, because if the homeowner or the renter can memorize where their house is located, you don't have to use a blip. Just set it without a blip, without flicking that switch. Cut and dry. Cool. But again, this website will be posted in the description below. And we'll go over how you can find it and make sure that you bookmark this website so that you don't have to worry about looking and searching it up every time you pull it up. Got it? Good. Now, moving on to the creation process. Once you make it back and have plugged in all your numbers, you're going to go ahead and click on Create at the bottom. And you're going to be needed to make your boundary of your house. The boundary of your house is very important to make. Make sure that it picks up all of the property, the entire property of that house. That is very important. So in the decoration process, they won't have any dead spots where they can't place decorations. And don't forget about your test post. Set that inside of the house, right inside of the front door of the house. When you finish with all that, make sure that your boundary is green, not red, because if it's red, that means the boundary is not big enough. But once the boundary turns green, that means it is big enough. It's big enough to sustain everything that it needs to sustain. So remember, red bad, green good. And don't forget to set your test POS point right inside of the front door of your house. So that whenever you look, third eye the door, and it says preview house, you'll spawn inside of the house and not outside the house. I've made this mistake too many times. And once you have done that, all of this, you're going to click on continue. And once you click enter on your keyboard, you'll be greeted with a figurine that looks just like you. Be careful, because this figurine can easily bump your actual player. So if you're over the water like this, it can bump you right into the water. But this figurine is here to set your entrance point to your house. You rotate the figurine by pressing Z or X on your keyboard. Place her right in front of your front door. Once you place her there, you press enter on your keyboard. Once you press enter on your keyboard, then you'll be greeted with the sign. Now, you can place a sign right in front of the house, not in front of the door, but off in the front yard of the house. However, if it does not place the sign there, don't worry. Just press backspace or cancel. Now, this will conclude your making of the house. Once you have finished making the house, you third eye the door and move it around a little bit until you can see preview house and view contract. Don't view contract that is for the homeowner or home renter. You will preview the house. Once you preview the house, you'll have 1 minute to look around. Look around, make sure that your back doors are also picked up as well. That's very important. Once you picked up all of that, and make sure that you go on back by pressing G. Once you press G, you will exit the preview house mode and be right back on the front porch of the house. Get back into your vehicle, drive back to the office, and tell the MOD, which is the manager on duty, or you can tell the receptionist at the front desk that you have completed your first assignment. And now these assignments are very important to complete. Whenever you are assigned to these assignments, don't ignore them, because there is someone that is waiting for that assignment to be completed. We want to blaze the trail for our deal closer agents, which is our DC agents. So your job in this are extremely important. I split the jobs up to where you have the DCs and the HM agents, homemakers and deal closers. Those are the two types of agents that we will be training here. So now that you kind of got a feel of being a homemaker, don't forget that also we have our shell housing option as well. The shell housing option is pretty much the same as our deal closer option. But remember, you have your key bank at the bottom that will always guide you how to do your job. It is not hard. Cut and dry. Just follow the prompts, follow the steps. And when you complete it, you're done. Now, the first time you do your assignment, you'll be shadowed by your trainer. This is normal. We will meet you in a Discord call, and we'll be more than happy to walk you through the steps to create both shell and MLO housing. Now, for all of my managers out there, we are going to be working on IPLs, making IPLs for the companies. That being all, we're going to go ahead and move on to our next section of this video. Calling all DC agents, calling all DC agents. Alright, now it's your time to shine. Now that we've got our homemaking out of the way, let's work on our deal closers. Now, deal closers, there are a few things I want to make sure that you guys are aware of. While I'm spawning in now as a DC agent, I'm going to work with you guys on the documentation, which is very important to fill out. And we're going to work on telling our customers, homeowners preferably, not renters, homeowners, how to decorate the houses. Now, first thing we're going to be working on is documents. Documents are extremely important. Very important. For these are the deeds to the house. And in order for them to lawfully stay there, they have to have one of these hard copies of the deed to their apartment or house that they own or are renting. And I'm going to walk you guys through how to fill it all out. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to press T on your keyboard and then type in /documents. Once you type in /documents, then you'll go here on this screen. Press the plus sign folder, and then you'll be greeted with these other two options. Then you press the shield sign folder. Once you click on that, then you'll click on create document. Once you create, then the drop down list, click on the first one, which would be Hoggins Real Estate -0. Type in all the information with the customer with you to fill out the correct information. And remember, in the notes, make sure that you put homeowner, the homeowner's name, and whether the house is being rented. and then click on sign here, and your name will be signed in that box. Then once you do that, click create, download 2 of them. Download 2 of them. And once you've downloaded 2, go into your inventory. Once you open your inventory, rename both documents into the actual address that is in the document. Once you've done that, then you'll give a copy over to your customer, and you keep a copy to take it to the HQ to be filed in the file cabinet. I know it's a lot, but however, I have faith in all of you, and practice makes perfect. You got it. It's not that hard. It's very simple to do, and we'll walk with you on the steps to fill out this document. Now, upon filing it in the HQ, now you have 2 options. Rather you take it there yourself, which I would recommend, or you can give it to a trustworthy manager that'll take it there for you and document it that way. You can also document it if the office in 3010 is occupied by somebody. You can always call them and they can write down the information and file it that way as well, and you just go ahead and delete or destroy the current copy that you have. Now, I know it's a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff to memorize, but don't get alarmed. It's not that bad. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get into our decor. Decorating the house is very important for homeowners to know how to do. Now, if the house is being rented, still tell the homeowner that owns it, this is how you do it, and they can do it for the renters. So, how do you decorate the house? It's very simple, cut and dry system. You decorate the house just by simply finding the place that you would like to decorate, where you like to decorate it at, and everything like that. Take a look around, give yourself a tour. And this office I own, so I'm going to add some decoration into it. So I'm going to go to the room or to the desired place I would like to decorate it. Very simple, cut and dry. And once you get there, you're going to press F3. And F3 is how you will pull up the whole interface of how to decorate and edit your house however you like to edit the house. Now, this is how the interface will look. You'll see all your options here, and smack dab in the middle it says decorate house. Click on that, and this is how the interface will look. Now, you'll use F6 to freeze the screen, and you'll use F6 as well to unfreeze the screen, allowing you to move around and look around the decorated item that you are placing. When you choose your item that you would like to use, you'll click on the item itself, and you'll use translate to move it into the place you would like to move it. And then you'll click rotate to rotate it in the place you would like to rotate it in. Very simple, very cut and dry. And once you place it in the desired place and it looks nice, click on buy or purchase. Once you click on purchase, then you are on your merry way. You can press X and you're done. That's all it takes. And whenever you feel like there's something that's placed there that you don't want to be there, you'll open up the same script, and at the bottom where it says, where you have the little open box, click on the open box, and that's how you can delete furniture that you have placed. Only the furniture that you have placed will all be stored in there. You can click on the one that you would like to delete, and then you'll go to sell the item, and then you'll be good to go. Pretty cut and dry. I know it's a lot that we went over in this video, but listen, brace yourself. It is not as bad as it seems. We have a whole company that is working with you. You're never alone on any of the projects that we put before you. So brace yourself, breathe. It will be okay. And when in doubt, please give the company a call. Give me a call, or give one of the MODs a call. We'll be more than happy to rush to your aid. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully this was all informative for you guys. I enjoy giving you guys this information and telling you guys what it is that you'll be doing with the company. Thank you so much for your attention and time, and I can't wait to see every last one of you and work with you. Thank you so very much. This is none other than Tiffany Hoggins from Hoggins Real Estate, owner and CEO, and I am signing off.